shoves him away. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 56 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run it again with Chubb. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. Touchdown, Browns! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball. They take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They go play action with Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Andrew Beck, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Chubb will try the middle here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a yellow 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And this is caught by Watkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series. They're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To throw is Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I margin on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Completes this one to Meredith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. The Browns are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Watson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. So Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They'll run on first down. It's Bass, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. So back-to-back plays, each got nothing. And it'll be 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. first carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Damian Harris, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change it.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
On first and 10, Watson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Watson off play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on second and 8. Watson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery.
And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka. Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line, allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yes, I might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Complete on the deep ball.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Second straight drive now, your Charles, and have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give running right is Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 7, Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. York now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dive up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
They'll send Brown in motion right.
18 Randall. 19, 18. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. But probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And off comes to Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
York able to send this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They go play action with Hurts. He's got Smith here. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Back to throw here. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. They'll look to throw again. And Hurts is intercepted. His third of the game. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
To the end zone, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Here we go.
On first down, Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And the Eagles are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
A give. This is Chubb. 215 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. A run for Nick Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Browns, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in the